Hello you wonderful people and welcome back to the Crested Gaming Lounge. In this video we are going to look at a bit more closely at a game I mentioned in my best free-to-play MMORPGs to play in 2025, yes! And that is of course Guild Wars 2. We're starting off with that, well technically I guess we started off with Blade and Soul Neo, but hey, who keeps track of that? Guild Wars 2, yes. This is a game I keep coming back to over and over again. I think we should start off this video with talking about what a free-to-play MMO or free-to-play game actually means and what it means to me, okay? Because Guild Wars 2 isn't free MMO. So we're just gonna go into like a bit of a definition here, yes? As a definition, free-to-play is when a game provides access to a significant or entire portions of the content completely for free. I feel like that is what I think too when I think of a free-to-play game. Most so-called free-to-play games, however, seem to miss this definition by miles and miles. However, Guild Wars 2 is not one of those, I feel, as you can play the entire base game completely for free. Yes, some other MMORPGs does this too, such as Final Fantasy XIV Online, but only if you make a new account that is a specific free-to-play account. It must be said though, the free trial in Final Fantasy XIV is massive too, but after that you have to sub to the game similar to World of Warcraft, and also buy the latest expansion if you wish to play the latest content. So yes, Final Fantasy XIV Online, great, because like, it's still a massive, I think they call it a trial, which is insane, like up to level 70 I think now, which is still good, but still, you know. And Guild Wars 2 has something similar. The base game is free, and if you after that want to keep playing, you have to pay, yes, but you simply buy the expansions. So a one-time fee, and then you can play as much as you want. Yes, you have to buy the latest expansion when it comes out, but unlike World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV, you don't have a sub fee to pay on top of that. And WoW, for example, you can't play without a sub fee. They have a trial within parentheses, which is like, I don't know, level 20. It's not really worth it in my opinion. So enough talk about the actual economical model, that's not what you want to hear. Now we must look into the game itself. Guild Wars 2 has some of the best questing, in my opinion, of any MMORPG. Not only does it have a pretty interesting main story to follow, that is, it feels very specific to you. Your character is very involved in all the cutscenes. Your character has like voice lines. It's very, very involved. The game also rewards and encourages you to explore the map fully. After fully discovering the whole map, you get, well, a section of the map you're in, of course, you get a reward. This is something I always wished more MMORPGs had. So many MMOs today focus more on getting you to max level because that's where all the fun stuff is at. And I get that, but that also means a lot of these games neglect the journey to max level, and a lot of really cool zones and areas get forgotten about to streamline the leveling process. I understand it's hard to keep everything relevant, but I still want them to focus more on your journey there, because it takes a while to get to max level still. Even though a lot of it has been very streamlined today, so it doesn't take that long, but you know, still. Something that can be an issue I found while recording for this video is it's pretty hard to get into dungeons, and there is not a lot of them so far. From what you can probably see from the footage, there's not a lot of dungeons in general. A lot of people also have mentioned that they're like more or less an abandoned concept. There is a lot of story content that needs larger groups, and it's pretty easy to find groups for those. But to me, the best thing about Guild Wars 2 is the guilds. Unlike other MMORPGs, you can be in multiple guilds, and activities you do in-game is heavily focused around guild activity or open world content, which I am a big fan of in general. I guess the whole guild focus is because it's called Guild Wars. Makes sense, right? We're gonna move into something a bit more interesting now, in my opinion. The talent system. In Guild Wars 2 is one of the most interesting talent systems, in my opinion. You gain talent points as you level up, like with most other MMOs. You spend these in a variety of specs. You have many specs that you can spend your points into, most of them giving you passive abilities. Then you make a build, within quote, out of these talents, these specs. You pick three, you use 3 different of the specs that you picked. The footage will show it also now. And you make this kind of like a little path in each spec to sort of make up your build. You make 3 paths out of 3 specs. It sounds weird. The footage shows it better. It's weird, okay? After you hit level 80, though, you can pick between, at the moment, I think there's 3 elite specs for each class. The third one had just been introduced recently in a, newer expansion. These elite specs can drastically change how you play your class. For example, I am playing a archer / hunter, whatever you call it. When they hit level 80, you can play, for example, druid, so you can completely abandon the whole archer hunter thing and become a healer druid, or you become a soul beast and merge with your beast companion. So many of these just change up how you play your class, and I love it. So, in short, I think you should for sure give this awesome MMORPG a try for yourself, as it is free after all. And again, in my opinion, this is an actual free MMORPG. You can play the whole base game for free, no extra hidden fees or anything, no so-called free trial that gives you to level 20 and then you're fucked, you know. So absolutely, you should try it out. I will leave the link to it in the description. I think right now you can actually also get it on Steam, so I'll leave it in the description. But yeah, that was kind of my quick and easy, I suppose, on Guild Wars 2. I will make separate videos for each of the MMOs I talked about in my best free-to-play MMORPGs to play in 2025. There will also be another list video coming up relatively soon, which will basically, we're going to look into the best MMOs to play with your friends in 2025. It might sound the same, but there will be some differences, because I'll focus more in that video on how you play and interact with other players. So we will be focused on that, the multiplayer aspect, like how much things can you do. You'll see. I'm not going to spoil it too much. If you can't wait until the next MMO video, though, or any other video for that matter, I do also stream over Twitch TV. Link to that will be in the description. Until the next time, peeps, I hope you have a great morning, day, or night, wherever you might be. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.